Hey guys, it's Jess from Peace Up Books, and today I'm here with my April TBR, and this is the first video I have with my short hair. I got it all chopped off. It just felt like so long while I was in DC, and like it was getting really flat because my curls, I have really thick hair, and my curls just like get weighed down when my hair is super long, and I typically once a year cut it this short, so it's super short and I'm still getting used to it, still trying to style it. The curls are more curly if it's shorter and there's not a lot to weigh it down, but happened yesterday. I really like it, but it's again taking me like super long because I feel like I have no hair now. But yes, I'm here with my TBR. I am participating in the Romance-Athon, so my TBR is coming in a couple days for that. Maybe next week, we'll see. That is from the 8th to the 15th? It starts on the 8th, that's all I know. I have a separate TBR for that, but I have a lot of good books I want to read this month that have been sitting on my shelves for a little while. This is the first month I feel like I can like read more that's not what I have to read. I will be reading some Black Dagger Brotherhood books. I don't know how far I'm going to be. I'm on book 10 right now, and there's 16 to get through, and the next book comes out April 2nd, but I'm not getting a copy until the next weekend when I go to the event she's hosting because I ordered a signed copy there. And I don't know if I told you, I emailed 3 different contacts with Gallery Books. No one responded, and no one wants to give me a copy of that book from the publisher. So I gotta be like a normal person and get the book when it releases, but totally okay. I'm still a little bit behind on the series. That's why I don't have a little bit of a push now to read it before the 2nd, because I have an extra week. So there's also going to be the new Shatter Me book coming out on April 2nd, and I don't know yet if I want to just go to Barnes & Noble when it releases and get the new copy. I ordered a book box from the Bookish Box, and I don't know when it's going to come though. I'm pretty sure those boxes always come like later, so I'll probably go to Barnes & Noble, get it. I do get my discount for being a teacher, so I get an educator discount. I think I get 20% off. I don't know for sure though. And it's a special edition, and I'm getting a special book jacket in the box I ordered, so it would be nice to have 2 copies. So we'll see, but I have those 2 to read. So if you guys don't know my friend Lacey from Book Lovers for Life, I guess I always say it wrong because she's Lacey Book Lovers on Instagram, but her blog is Book Lovers for Life. She loves historical romances, and I went to DC with her, and so every time I hang out with her, I feel like I need to read more historical romances. So the book I want to read this month is Not the Duke's Darling by Elizabeth Hoyt. I love Elizabeth Hoyt's books. I specifically liked her one series, I don't remember what it's called, but I read a bunch of those and I loved them. This is a new series, and I got this from Forever Romance, and I haven't read it yet, so I want to read this. I don't really know what it's about. I don't want to go in knowing anything, but Lisa Kleypas did blurb it, and she's like the queen of historical romance, so I can't wait to read it. The next book I got from Berkeley and haven't read yet, and I really want to. I was going to read it for a readathon, and I never got around to it, and that's Judgement Road by Christine Feehan. I have been in such the motorcycle romance mood lately, and I need to read this. This is huge though, so I think that's why I'm hesitant. It's only over 400 pages. It just feels really long. I feel like this is thicker than my Black Dagger Brotherhood books, and those are 600 pages, so I don't know how, if they just use thicker pages, but like I said, this is a motorcycle romance. I think the girl like works at the bar there. Yeah, and it's their romance, so I'm excited and I want to read this. Next, I really want to get to Soul in Darkness by Wendy Higgins. This is the book I got from her at the Polycon signing, and so I got to meet her, and I did not enjoy Sweet Evil, so I'm hoping I will like this. I think this is her adult book, or new adult. It's Cupid and Psyche. I don't know anything about mythology, so I don't know who those people are, but I hopefully will enjoy this. Like I said, my friend Lacey, she loved this, so hopefully I enjoy this as well. I've been meaning to get to the rest of the series for a while, and I want to while the first book is still kind of fresh in my head, and so I want to read Heart of Betrayal by Mary E. Pearson. I read Kiss of Deception and loved it, and the details are already a little fuzzy, so I want to finish the series while it's still kind of fresh in my mind so I don't have to reread anything. And this is a YA fantasy, kind of. She doesn't really have powers, but like it kind of implied she did, kind of maybe in the first book, and she is running away from having to marry this prince, and the prince and an assassin are going after her, and the ending of that first book, like oh my gosh, like things happen, so I really want to read this one. The next book I want to read is also an YA series, and that is Run Away With Me by Mila Gray. This is definitely more new adult in my opinion though. The first 2 are military romances. The synopsis doesn't say anything about being in the military. Maybe he does, this girl and this boy have been best friends forever, and he's an ice hockey player, and something happens that like completely ruins their relationship, and then he has to move across the country, and so he's back 7 years later. Yes. And that's all I know. I hope it has to do with the military because I really like those first 2 books in the series. But either way, I'm excited to read this and finally finish the series because book 4 is coming out in December, which is super exciting. But it doesn't say it's actually book 4, but it has the same kind of cover design as all 3 of these. So we'll see. So going along with that last book, I do want to do a new recommendations for military romances after reading The Last Letter by Rebecca Yarros. So I'm finally going to read Making Faces by Amy Harmon. I don't know much about this. I just know that he was like super beautiful and popular, and then he went to the military, and I think something happened where he has a bunch of scars now on his face, and it's a romance, and it's Amy Harmon, and it's probably going to make me cry, but my sister read this and really enjoyed it, so I have to read this. Then I have an arc from Berkeley Romance that I'm really excited about, and that is Waiting for Tom Hanks by Carrie Winfrey. This comes out in June, but I'm going to read it now. I'm currently in the middle of the Brea test, and it just makes me want to read all the romances from Berkeley. They do send me their review copies, and I'm so thankful to work with them. And this is about a girl who wants to have a romance like the 90s rom-coms that Tom Hanks is in, like You've Got Mail, Sleepless in Seattle, and she has like the worst meet cute with this guy, and I guess it's their romance, and it sounds so fun and adorable and something right up my alley, so I can't wait to read this. And the last book on my official TBR is The Boys of Brea High by Megan Brandy. This is a recent release that kind of blew up on social media, and it's a new adult book, and it's kind of has the vibes of Paper Princess and the Royal series by Erin Watt. Like a girl goes to a school and there's all these boys that are like mean to her, and she has a romance with one of them, and it sounds really good, and just people are obsessed, so I think this is something that I'm gonna love. And I bought this around when it came out, I want to say like 2 months ago, so I have to read it like now. And those are the ones that are definitely on my TBR for April. I probably will read more, and like I said, I do have a readathon TBR going up in a little bit, so that's all I have. Let me know down below what you're reading or what you're excited for me to read. I would love to know. As always, thank you so much for watching, and have a good day. Bye.